welcome to Pick Central. Today, Wednesday, April 2nd. Myself, Clemmer, Big Ev, the fellas behind the glass. We got DraftKings presenting today. The finals for March Mania are here, and the only thing for sure is it's the last time to bet on college basketball this season. It's been an amazing ride to get here, full of unexpected happening. Maybe there will be more. Get in on all the action, expected and unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. With live betting, exclusive content, promos, and parlays, DraftKings is the ultimate college basketball destination for March. Ready for your first bet? Check out the matchups and pick a team to win. It's that simple. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. I have a parlay for Duke. I have it's Duke minus 5.5. The over, which is about, I think it's 136.5, and Malawak over 9.5 points.
I like it.
It's a good parlay. The over is obviously the one that's like two defensive teams, but obviously also the best offensive team. I think it's gonna go over. I really do. It's not that many points, but get that on DraftKings. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. DraftKings is also the best. Me and Dana will be streaming Casino at 3 o'clock today. You streaming today?
Yes, at 3 o'clock as well.
3, so it's
Flip
flip around.
Dual screen?
Yeah, dual screen. Clemmer with the Orlando Magic.
Start off 7-0.
With 7-0?
We started the season off 7-0. Yeah.
What year is this?
It's 1994. We just drafted Jason Kidd and Grant
3
Hill.
years?
You
This is
drafted
year
both
4.
of them.
Yes.
So a year,
Wow.
3 years.
That's
How
some
are you
picks
going to
we
lose?
got.
Incredible draft capital.
So you have Shaq?
Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, Drazen Petrovic, who's still alive, and Grant Hill and
if you were just the GM of the Magic in the 90s, maybe
Drazen Petrovic wouldn't have died.
maybe he just doesn't get in that car.
I agree.
Maybe.
Also, Reggie Lewis still alive. We gave it in our universe. We gave him an iron heart. And get this, in our universe, there's no AIDS, there's no HIV. Magic Johnson still playing.
God bless
Really?
him.
Yeah. So
Good for him.
this is the better reality. Our reality is the better reality.
You know, it's funny. Reggie Lewis is like my dad's favorite, what if player.
He was such an
Just
awesome
'cause
guy to watch.
My dad went to Niagara for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and he was there at the same time.
Oh wow.
Where'd Reggie Lewis go to? Northeastern or Boston?
Northeastern. yeah.
Northeastern. So he was there at the same time, and he said when they would come to Niagara, when he came, the kids would actually really go to the games.
That's awesome.
And he Reggie Lewis is like a legend in my house of I watched him at college when he was at Northeastern. He was incredible.
The game where he collapsed. No, he didn't die then, but he collapsed, and they realized his heart was bad. And then 2 months later, he died at a pickup game at Brandeis.
Crazy.
And it was awful.
Yeah. If you don't win this year, you got to be on the hot seat.
I don't know. It's a 5-year plan. Oh, I will say this though: we've been in the
3 years. 3 years.
We've been in the playoffs twice. First round out.
Well, no, that's real life for you too.
Oh no. Oh no. That struck a chord.
Well, that's why. Well, you know what, Marty?
He sat back up.
It's rare that Clemmer's left speechless. He was left
We're the worst.
speechless for a moment.
I don't need that negativity, but I will say this: you know, who our head coach is
Oh.
to hopefully circumvent my playoff disasters. Phil Jackson.
All
Wow,
right.
what a hire.
I mean, how are you?
Got him to leave the
If you
Bulls?
lose
I
this,
guess-
lose this fucking round.
So he left
year.
the Bulls post
He did. So he went
in between Jordan's run. He
in
left.
this. Well, Jordan never retires in this run. Also, in this universe, Jackson has 1 ring. Jordan only has 1 ring.
Wow.
Because Magic never retires, and Magic won the next year.
The Lakers coming.
Ripple effect. Isn't this exciting? This is the magic you get on the Magic streams. Do you believe in magic? Oh, doctor.
All right, well, go check it out at 3.
What a sales pitch.
A couple things.
Rico. We got to talk about Bosco, right?
Yeah, Bosco's on the bus.
And the content has been awesome. Bosco's been hysterical. I've been dying to read this.
It's also like
very funny.
You don't know what's happening. He's like, it sounds like he's gonna die. Like he's tagging everyone, saying, I refuse to text him.
Oh,
I texted him this morning, actually.
Oh no, I'm not texting.
I texted him
Why?
this
He
morning.
wouldn't text me.
Marty, that's not what it's about.
I think he might.
I don't know.
I think he,
God. What am I gonna say? I'm the
No,
one
it's
that
just-
sent him on the bus. If I say something, it's gonna be something like that.
No, just like ask how are you doing, man? Like what's going on?
At
Like,
8:05 a.m.
How's he doing? I know he's doing fine. He's taking a bus.
I know, but it's nice to talk to. Like he got Subway for dinner. I'm like, oh, that was a huge win, Subway, because like
All right, I texted.
I expected him to eat out of vending machines all week.
I texted him.
It's just like he just
Said you alive.
all right, something I guess.
I texted him at 8:05 this morning. I said, hang in there, Bosco. He immediately texted back, said, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Well, I like
no,
that.
I'm not kidding.
He seems to be in good spirits.
No, can I tell you? He likes this shit. I'm not even kidding. He is better in environments like dog shit environments. He likes doing this stuff. He's also like, think about this. Think about your favorite trip is coming up on vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
You're excited for it, nonstop.
Yeah.
Excited. This is what it is.
Right.
This is his favorite trip. He also like, it's not a punishment. He gets to go to the Final Four. It's not a punishment.
That's what Titus was saying. Titus like
That's
either
what
way you
I'm
win,
not-
you're going to the Final
I
Four.
don't feel bad for him. I wish I was him in a way where I would love to be in San Antonio watching Duke. Like, that's amazing. So I don't feel bad in a way where it's like the guy gets to go to the Final Four for free.
No, that's true.
I know. So that's why I'm like,
It's not feeling bad. It's just like, hey, like, how are things going? Or he watched the movie Crimson Tide. I'm like, oh, did you like Crimson Tide?
I could care less if he liked Crimson Tide.
It's just talking movies with the fellas. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's fine. That's not for me.
He's thanked like everybody that's texted him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No.
Oh,
He didn't slight you in every way.
No, yeah, everyone got it. Okay, I didn't. I texted him and I said, let me know if you need anything while you're on the bus.
That's a nice thing to text.
Bosco said, yeah, this bus is tough. That guy next to me, and we're up against it, making it to Nashville.
Fat guy next to him. Is that what he said?
I did say he said basically the entire time he's had someone next to him at all times.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're...
Damn.
Damn, did you do something to him?
It's getting tough.
Meek, have you
tough.
texted?
Duke's having a hard time.
I haven't texted him since he apologized. I don't.
I love that his apology is just "Let's go Mets."
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That was like he said no. His apology was I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
he said he's sorry.
Bosco will never do that again.
You can only,
That's my favorite thing about Bosco. He keeps saying never do it again. He's done it every month.
I will never try to assault a coworker ever again.
Well, I do appreciate Meek throwing in the like glad that piece of luggage was there.
That was funny.
Just
That was-
throwing
yeah.
just like throwing that.
That was very funny.
No, it's
Thank God.
it's very entertaining watching like his being in like such shitty spots. And, like,
God.
all these people just like are just miserable on a bus with him. Like think about these poor other people are on buses along with him as well. And they're not going to anything fun, probably.
Probably not.
They're probably not going to fucking the pump. They're not going to Pump's party.
No, they're going to visit like some like in-law they like don't want to see.
Or someone who's dying. Somebody-
Or it's like, or they're like literally like running away from something here. Like they're like running away from the crime or something.
Also,
Like,
is going to his favorite week of the year.
yeah, like that's where like everyone's like, man, that sucks. Like, yeah, it sucks, but the guy's about to do like what he loves.
All right. He said he can't talk because they just started the ride, and then I asked how much longer he has. He has 20 more hours.
Yeah.
I think
More
we're
than halfway done.
I think we're premature in being like, this isn't so bad.
I truly like. It obviously sucks, like 1,000%. I'm not an idiot, but like, if it's to something that you don't mind going to, it's not as bad.
It helps.
Like no one's gonna be there Thursday but him.
Also, the content's it's great content.
And the content's great. No, I think he should have a bus bet every year.
He's doing a good job
It's
with
a
it.
great concept. And also, like, for a down week where there's nothing like the like only baseball's just starting, like all that, it's fun to watch him be miserable a little bit. But again, he looked happier on this bus than he looks like when he's like on this show
He should be able to have. He should have to pick one of his coaching friends.
every year. But the problem is, like, he actually has to have a relationship with them. He can't have
You can't be like Bill Self.
like, does the manager, like the equipment manager count?
Yes.
It counts.
Then he could get it.
He can get a lot of good teams.
Literally
Depends.
anywhere.
It depends. I think it'd have to be discretion. Like it can't be UConn's because like you're not a UConn guy. Can't be like Kansas because he doesn't have like
He's a USF guy now.
yeah like
Oh, there have to be guys he's already had connections with, like no new friends.
right like
which is
it's-
not in
like,
Bosco's
obviously, I
rule
think-
book.
Yeah,
It could
would
be
have to
Alabama again. Just
the
instead of
opposite.
being Final Four, have it be like Sweet 16 or something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
it's-
that's too like.
Yeah, it's too
Well,
easy.
depends on the school, I guess.
Or whatever the situation. I will say this though, I underestimated.
Four is awesome.
I underestimated the popularity of the bus. So like at midnight, the bus driver said this bus is full.
Oh yeah, you
It was
didn't. You
sold
thought
out.
there was going to be no one on it.
I thought midnight. I'm like, oh, I said you'll probably have a seat next to you. You can stretch out, relax. I think it's been
No.
full the whole way.
That's a good time to do travel. 12 o'clock is the best time to
On
travel.
a bus.
People sleep through the night. Kind
Oh
of thing.
yeah.
Almost
Also, you have to
like-
think about it. It's only 30 people. Sold out. It's 30 people, 40 people.
I know.
It's
but-
not that.
I know,
think
but
about
like,
how people got to get places, and they can't drive, or a lot of people don't have licenses. They can't get.
I
anywhere.
never would have thought a midnight from like whatever DC to Nashville would be sold out. I just didn't think so.
Honestly, I'm in the same boat with you, Clemmer. I was surprised by that.
I was shocked.
I guess I.
I
was
mean,
like,
I also don't know about buses, I guess, but
I mean, at the Pittsburgh to Nashville or whatever, DC, whatever it
Yeah,
was
right.
like sold out. I wouldn't expect
at
that.
midnight, I'm like, oh fuck, that sucks.
I would think he'd be able to get on that bus.
He got on it, but then he had people all next to him and stuff. He couldn't sleep.
I've never seen someone so happy to be on a bus.
Well, I mean, he's making the most of it. Actually, I'm happy he's not.
Well, it's the
sulking.
like.
No, of course he
the-
should be. It's great. Like the content is very fucking funny. Like every time, like I chuckle. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, it's fine. And he's. I think he's doing a great job with it.
It's light at the end of the tunnel. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You know,
and
he
he can
knows
fly
when,
back,
I'm,
too.
when I'm done with this.
You know what the worst bet would
Well, also,
be?
he gets a hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's
he
the
gets to go to the
thing.
pumps party.
He's going to a
And,
sick
and
weekend.
we've said it's going to the Final Four specifically. And this one's a little different because they're not streaming the game on Monday, so they're not staying till Monday. But anyone who's been on it, like, well, it's a very nice trip.
It's a great trip.
Because there's not a lot to do. Like, you basically do live radio Friday.
And the rundown.
And then do the rundown, which like it's usually Dave, Dan, and like Rico. So like
Yeah.
someone like us, like I wasn't a part of it last 2
Right,
years when
right,
we
right.
did it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I literally did like live radio, go to the 2 Final Four games, which was like bucket list. It was incredible to be there.
That's cool.
And then stream the national title game at the DraftKings Sportsbook in Phoenix. And then we did it the year before at La Berge when we were still with Penn. So like it's a very like you're there for 5 days. You work for basically 2.
It's
And you work for
And you get to go to Final Four games.
the Final Four, and you
pretty-
work in the 2 days you work for like 3 hours.
it's
not
an
even.
amazing trip.
It's an awesome. It's a great like the behind the scenes people. It's like the best trip of the year.
You wanna-
You just party.
Oh, wow.
You just party the whole
Oh,
time.
okay.
You want a real punishment? Have the bus be home.
Oh,
Now that's
that's.
No, that would be brutal. That would be
that's
fucking brutal.
that's when you got nothing to look forward to. It's like I'm going back to life.
Bosco getting an earful when he gets off the bus.
That's why. That's why I tried to get it. Like if I go home, I try to get like if I'm on vacation, or whatever. Not first class there. First class back, because back always sucks.
That's true. That's a good
Do you
point.
do first
Good
class a
point.
lot?
When we can afford it. Like if like I always look. I'm like if it's a situation where like
Like, are we talking like Spirit first class, where it's like go
No.
go big plus? Or
I'm a
like,
Delta guy.
yeah.
Hypothetically, have you ever laid down on a flight?
I've never done that.
Never
Yes.
have.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Hypothetical.
I've only done that once. It was
Oh
great.
yeah. Chicago, World Cup, Argentina. That day, I was about as hungover as possible, like with after visiting my friends, and it was a three seater, laid down.
Oh,
Love it.
yeah. It's not.
That's not what I was. That I think I
Is
might
that
have.
what you were saying?
No.
I
What do
knew.
you say?
I
Lay
knew
down?
that's what.
What do you mean lay
There's
down?
there's first class seats that
On
are
long
turned
flights.
into
On long
beds.
flights, like international.
They go
yeah,
full,
I
like-
white trash lay down. Like, yeah,
I've done that
yeah,
before.
yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
You've done the
No
dude.
idea
That
what I
was,
talking
that was a
about.
gritty answer by me.
Yeah, it was gritty.
I'm surprised it took you guys long enough to realize. I knew immediately what he was explaining.
No, I thought he was so hungover.
Halfway
Like,
through,
he,
I
like
go,
literally,
all right.
like I just paid so much money to go like 2 hours to lay down. That's what I thought.
Because
he
I
did.
felt bad doing that. That's been on my conscience.
Yeah,
for
you know who also does that?
I know, Bosco.
Yeah, and it's the worst. And there's no one worse to fly with than that man. He will make jokes to the flight attendant.
Oh, no.
He'll make jokes to the guy behind him, and you know if the guy behind him doesn't answer, he goes, "Fucking guy."
Yeah.
And it's like we're on a fucking plane, so it's like right in front of you, and it's like I'm just like, and he's trying to talk to me. I'm just like this. It's when we travel. Bosco's the best travel guy.
He also will wait.
Bosco included me in the thread.
He'll wait in
That's,
the.
that's
listening.
sad though. That's sad.
we go.
That's sad. You know what? Is he including
That's
me?
great.
I texted him. Is he including me?
Nope.
Well, yeah, your text was.
What?
I don't know. You will lie.
You had to get pushed into it, yeah, on air.
I guess.
Also, it's not like
No.
not that nice of a text. I mean,
What do I? Is the
You a
guy
lot.
dying?
I know, but
Is he okay? Is
you could have just been like, I don't know, just text.
Well,
like,
no,
I
no,
texted
listen.
like, oh, Senga doesn't look good today. I texted him that last night.
okay? What am I gonna
Just
text
like
him?
being buddies, just like shooting the shit with somebody.
Yeah, I do. I don't. Me and Bosco text about other things, not that.
Or whatever you text them, whatever you guys text about, then text about that with them. The guy's got nothing to do. He's on a fucking bus. He's next to a fat guy.
Again, I think he's really happy. I think he's just like really excited to be on the road, and like he's thinking about how many numbers he's gonna get at.
Oh, that's true.
Where if you could go to one Final Four, what city would it be?
Oh, San Diego, I guess. But they don't have them, right?
I have a bad answer.
I know it.
I don't think you do. It's a
No.
really bad. I've been there too, and I hate it. But it just seems like that's the Final Four.
I'll tell you what
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
that's the great setup. That's the best true setup.
I
That's
think
next
that's like that's the real Final Four.
Yeah.
I always think that. Like,
it's basketball
Are you thinking that 'cause
country.
of 2009?
It's also the
oh,
way.
just like I feel like the Indianapolis is the Final Four.
It does feel
but it's the
natural.
way the arena, the like I guess the stadium
looks,
actually the
too,
stadium in relation to like the city, it's right there.
Yeah.
Like whereas like for example like last year they play it's in Scottsdale, but the football stadium's in Glendale. It's like 30-40 minutes away. But Scottsdale's awesome. But in terms of like the stadium itself,
I actually hated that they played in a stadium in Sweet 16 because like the only thing the Final Four is when those guys have to like when the court is above the bench. That's when you know it's the Final Four. You know what I mean?
It's wild to like take it like getting to like see a game in a football arena. It's wild.
It's weird.
Because I was behind a basket like 20th row, and I felt like I was so far away.
Yeah.
Because you have like I guess if you include media, it was like media, and then I was probably like 8th, 10th row.
Media there was no courtside in Newark. It was media. I think that's bullshit.
Eh.
I think media should be
Yep.
all the way up.
I agree.
Yeah.
All the way up. Like at the Garden, they might be like the furthest up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is awesome. Like they're getting the free tickets. They're getting to go early, do whatever. Let the fans.
Oh,
early.
didn't I don't know who it was. Somebody bitched about that at MSG. Maybe it was for the Big East tournament. Maybe
Yeah, probably.
I saw some media guy like their seats were like in the fucking boonies.
All they do is
high
bitch.
up.
I remember
and someone like how can I do my job from here? I'm like, what the fuck do you need to be courtside to do your job?
Dude, 'cause that was you, right?
Or in like a suite. Like, what the
What?
fuck do you need to be to do your journalism job?
Me and you screamed in the Michigan press area,
Yeah.
and they were like, we thought we shot someone.
Yeah, well, we were like very illegally on the court. And
Well, that
then-
was funny.
Yeah, and then
we were
we-
just on the court while what team was it? It was Tim Hardaway's team.
Yeah, the team that lost to Louisville.
Yeah, we were like basically just on the court with that team, being like they were honoring them.
They were getting honored, and then there was like a handshake line. And
They said the
like,
2013 national title,
yeah, during
like a
All-Star
Final Four team,
during All-Star
runner-up?
weekend, like
Yeah.
every single player
That's
was there. Bayline was there, and like people
Mitch McGarry was probably in his.
Mitch
fucking,
McGarry was there.
I'm sure, of
Big
course.
applause.
What else?
Spike
are we doing?
Albrecht was there, but they lined up like with like little kids to like high five them like while they're going up. And I just went to Marty. I was like, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
And we walked onto the court and just pretended like we were there. Like,
Yeah.
we're not supposed to do that.
Then we got kicked out of the media place because we were started to like I think Hunter hit a 3 or something, or like Michigan hit a great 3, and we like clapped, and everyone was
clapping in the press box.
like, oh my god,
They take themselves so seriously.
Oh,
it's
too
crazy.
seriously.
Exhausting.
Okay, couple things. Baseball, real fast.
Real fast.
Well, there's nothing like crazy to talk about today.
Every game's exciting for me.
No, it's not. It's not. You turn on some fucking games and there's like 9 people there. Like if you have the
Stop.
MLB,
It's April. It's April of school.
It
and
doesn't matter. It's like you should. If you're in Cincinnati, what are you doing?
going to school,
watch
going to work, probably.
at 7:00 at night.
No, but like you got to get up for the next day, get the kids, yada yada yada. I don't know.
Like even I know Marlins get no.
Yeah,
fans.
no, it's just like April baseball.
Marlins, I have a reason not to go.
But even I was surprised even at Mets Marlins. Like you think a lot of New
No,
Yorkers come
I
down
know.
south. Like I was like there was nobody at
No,
this
it's
game.
no
Literally no
It's
one.
like sad to watch.
It's April. It's April weekday baseball. It's tough until school gets out. Like weekday games, it's just tough attendance.
They must have had not even 20% capacity, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe around.
I think
20%.
What
they
the-
had
those
they had-
Marlins are good, right?
they're okay.
They're good.
Oh, you guys making fun because the Marlins won?
No,
You guys got grand
What'd I
slammed last
say?
night. Shut the fuck up.
got grand slammed.
That's right.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, listen. I'll sign up
Fuck
for
up,
I'll sign up for a 750 winning percentage.
I was basically.
Sign me up for that
Unfortunately, you don't
right
get to play the Brewers 75% of your games.
Sign me
I
up for that
realized
right
when
now.
Unfortunately,
I
you
was
don't.
doing
Unfortunately, the
yesterday-
schedule gets a little harder.
I had Will Warren over 14.5 outs, and I didn't realize till after I meant to tell you this, Clemmer, that I was texting Clemmer like upset about my bet while his bet was losing.
No,
My
that's
bet
all right. We were
winning-
talking. No,
I bet winning was like him losing.
it was.
It was exactly you
It was.
losing.
I tell
And
you,
was like,
I
you know
take
what, that
you-
was.
it all
I
comes-
would have been pissed if he did that to me.
It's all comes down to this. No, like it. Unfortunately, You said like it was a tough beat because it should have been a push for me yesterday because the error. But like honestly though, like you do this for a full season party. That's not even top 10 tough beat.
Josh Naylor's a fucking loser.
What is he doing?
He's horrible at first base. Just like, what are you doing, dude? But yeah, I won my bet.
Marty, you're on top right now.
I'm 0.10
Yep.
units.
And I think we're like, it's funny, we're 0.8 units away from each other right now. Very close so far.
Well, you're like minus.
I'm minus, yeah.
Today I have Jeffrey Springs over 2.5 runs. Plus
Earned runs, by the way.
Earned runs plus 115.
My pick of the day.
I had a source.
Oh, well, like this. Ooh.
Had a source. Wanted to know what's going on over there in Sacramento. Quote, never seen anything like it. How much the ball flies.
I can guess who that source was. The A's did play the Cubs in this series. I'm just saying.
Use your imagination. I don't know who it could be.
Honestly, I completely agree with your source. I'm sure Phil is too because we're all in the over tonight.
Oh
this
yeah,
game.
it's 8.5.
It's a ridiculous ballpark.
It's an auto bet until it fails.
Until it tells us otherwise, it has to be.
And listen, I was like 2.5 runs plus money, and like Springs went pretty deep his last game, 6 innings, I think.
I believe so.
So it's like, and he's like, I think that
he did pitch very well, but that was not in Sacramento.
I mean,
That's the
Severino
thing.
pitched well in his last game, and he got shelled last night.
Yep.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, you know what?
I don't hate the pick, Mark.
I hate plus money over 2.5 runs, earned runs. I like it. What's your pick?
Dodgers run line. Bryce Elder's pitching for the Braves. He had a 6 ERA last year. He actually pitched once in AAA already this season and got shelled. And he's going up against Blake Snell. What's
the line?
Minus 125.
Minus 1.5.
Yeah.
Minus 1.5.
Yeah.
Listen,
Minus 250 money line.
I'm not even being a piece of shit, but like obviously that's a good bet. Like that's the Dodgers should win.
And Bryce Elder's been so bad.
1,000%. But this would be the one the Dodgers lose just because. You know, like no.
I will say this
right.
too. The one thing that kind of always kind of like makes me turn my eyebrow up a little bit was this is a day game. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, not a night game.
It's a night game.
It's barely a night game. It's a 5:30 start for them. It's 8:30 for us. So it's like, all right, it's kind of a getaway. Is that going to fuck up this kind of Dodgers run a little bit? I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. But it's like Elder versus Snell. I got to do it.
I says for this. Well, first of all, our 10 bet is neck and neck.
We can't afford a loss.
Can't afford a loss. If you told me the Dodgers are 7-0 and we were like we're sweating this bet, it's crazy we are, especially with the Padres. I said it before the season, and I don't think people disagreed with me. But they were more, which a good points is ownership.
Yeah.
But I said the Padres are real, like they got some good fucking players on this team, and their pitching staff is good, and the ownership just ponied up some money. They paid Jackson Merrill.
Well, I think the Pivetta deal is more that they did spend some money on Pivetta, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
I just always wonder if Pivetta is kind of like when they get rid of Cease and get rid of King, is Pivetta then the guy that kind of takes the place.
Yeah,
was that kind of the mentality?
Or they're
Maybe
going to
not, I
have
don't
to force
know.
their hand. Listen, everyone thought Dylan Cease was going to get traded before the season, correct?
And Michael King.
And Michael King. They didn't.
No.
So maybe behind the scenes it's even getting more like, fuck it, like we're going for it this year, or it could be a disaster where they're like, but like they're 6-0, and I know that's
And they're big favorites today.
they're good, man. They're
Dylan
hitting
Cease on
is
the mound
good.
tonight.
Michael King fucking had like 19 strikeouts yesterday. It was crazy. They look good, man, and it sucks because we need them to lose. And our Dodgers bet is we need 3 more wins. 3 more.
I think we're going to need them to go 10-0 to win outright.
Oh, they're also playing the Phillies next. Tough fucking 3.
I've been saying, like, a game tonight where they're minus 250 at home, like, that's a must
to win.
Against the guy with a 6 ERA last year, you
have
got to
have
win
it.
this
It
game.
has to be a win for the race of 10. Have to.
Have to. But
I'm just assuming the Padres are going to go 10-0. That's where my brain's at right now.
yeah. Anything else baseball before I move on?
The Braves are the only team in baseball without a win. They are 0-6. If they were to fall to 0-7, it would be tied for the 4th worst start in franchise history. The 1980 Braves went 0-7, 1919 0-9,
Most recent
2016
ever
0-9, and 1988. Connor may remember it as well. They started out 0-10.
That was a bad team. They started off. So you know what? Was that the year the Orioles started off 0-?
20 something.
So I think the Orioles overshadowed them. I don't know. I think it was 88, right?
Ken Rosenthal was like on the beat for that team.
He was.
Always brings it up.
It was crazy. It was the biggest story in sports.
What was
0-20.
like, what's Profar doing, man? Like
So dumb.
it's you got your deal, you got your money.
Yep.
What are you doing steroids for, buddy? What How are we still doing this thing?
Been in the league 15 years.
Yeah, like, what are we-
or whatever, 12 years. Like, what are you doing?
What are we doing here?
He's when I think of like Curacao Little League baseball, he's who I think of.
Oh, he was a huge prospect.
I don't know why, like, because I think he's like our age, Marty.
I didn't see you going there. That's
I don't know.
funny.
He lives in my brain as this like 6'11"
Yeah.
that now has become like a major league star. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. When do we know exactly when the drug test would have taken place? Like just recently, like super recently?
He said he passed 8 tests last year, and he failed the test in the offseason. So I think the Braves may have known about the failed test for a while because the whole appeal process is why they signed Alex Verdugo late in spring.
Makes a lot of sense, Phil.
That's why they traded for Stuart Fairchild.
Verdugo got signed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the Braves?
Yeah, very, very late in spring training.
Maybe like a week before opening
Yep.
day.
And Rizzo's still nothing. He's going to dinner at Flyfish, I saw.
So the Braves knew
not good.
about Profar for a while, and they were prepared.
Yep.
How about Ottavino getting some innings yesterday?
Yeah, he didn't look bad.
No, he didn't.
And Clemmer, you did nail it. It was 1988. Orioles started at 0-21.
So it's funny, the Braves almost fell under the radar.
Yes.
Like, everyone just kind of forgot about it. Mark Leiter Jr. Woof, woo-hoo.
He's very, very up and down. I either love him or I'm starting to not like him. Not like just because of yesterday, it's one game or whatever, but like just he started off for us really, really good when he got traded, and then
Hit a wall or something.
hit a little bit of a wall. Yeah, no, it's Yankees' first loss, 3-1. The Red Sox play today.
Red Sox have some problems.
No, I'm just like excited to watch Devers.
Devers is.
He got fat, right?
Oh yeah, he's fat.
They did that back in last year to this. He's just fat.
I don't think they do. Oh, they do play. I'm sorry, they play the Orioles. Zach Eflin, Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet just got that extension. Red Sox favored -120 in Baltimore.
That sounds like a Red Sox line right there.
I bet the Red Sox.
What are they 2-4?
They 2 or 1. Let me see.
Regardless,
I'm sorry, they're 1-4.
It's fun 1-4. Jesus, where everyone has said that Red Sox will be really good this year. Like and it's still early, very early. I just think that their hitting is not good enough to even if Devers is hitting well, I don't know if they could keep him up like as one of the top teams in the AL. But their pitching is really good.
I think their hitting is good. Having said it though, Marty, their team batting average right now is 201.
I know.
Their team slugging average is 302. It's not just Devers.
Everybody.
Tristan Casas is 59 batting average. Connor Wong's batting 63. Rafaela's batting 67. So like,
Yeah,
it's
horrible.
not just so like.
How did
Now it's
Walker
also
Buehler do?
5 games in. Bueller did well, right? No, he did not. I'm sorry, he did terrible. 4 in the third, 4 in runs. Excuse me. I still believe in Bueller.
take.
I believe in Bueller.
I don't. That's my whole take this year. Is that everyone was saying like, made that pitching staff so good. It's like, I don't think he is. But we'll see.
He got us some big jams in the playoffs.
Yeah, with also
Pitched
like,
really well in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He pitched
And
well.
September and August, I believe.
a lot easier when you got a lot of good support surrounding you.
It was hard in the playoffs, though. It's hard in the World Series.
100%. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
A lot more
I believe in the guy.
comfortable when you
He didn't
got-
have a bad start.
A lot of leads to pitch with. He did have a lot of leads to pitch with.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a thing. So me and Ev were talking before the NBA. It's pretty. It's interesting because Ev brought it up saying how like a lot of all the talking heads are like the big people, ESPN, blah blah blah. It's all Lakers or Warriors, right? I think it's fair because that is what people do. It is what people want to hear about. Correct? It does. At one point,
or is it?
Yes, but at the
or
same
is it
time,
self-fulfilling prophecy?
I think yes. I think Clemmer, what he just said is correct. I think it's more like it's this
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Like it's what they want to hear because it's all you tell them.
It's
No,
like
well,
they're
I
just
think-
they're just beating the fans over the heads with Lakers, LeBron, Warriors, Steph, and I'm a big Steph, one of the biggest Steph guys you'll find. But it's just on TV. I see it when I don't watch ESPN often, but like when I see clips and things, and I feel like the general like hardcore NBA fan discourse. I feel like Meek will agree with me. He's in that camp of like it feels like no one's even talking about like the
Cavs.
like the Cavs or like what Jokic is doing. Or even like this, even the Thunder, I feel like are like the Thunder, Cavs, and Celtics get talked about so much less than the Lakers and Warriors, and it makes no sense. Other than just I get like LeBron, Steph, but I mean,
The Thunder have tied the Bulls for the highest net rating in NBA history. Like the 96 Bulls and OKC Thunder by net rating are on the exact same playing field. The Thunder they could easily win 70 games. And it's just like
well, that's the one thing with
that.
that. The Celtics are the one that's weird to me. It's like a team that won last year.
They just had the
dynasty
craziest
happening.
month of March ever. They just went in berserk in the month of
Celtics?
March.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
like insane.
Crazy.
So the Celtics not being talked about, that's stupid. Like that should be front news with those three, right? I think the Thunder, yes, should be talked about a lot more. They have a young star in them. SGA is unbelievable. They did last year, I think, lose a little bit of like, I don't want to say credibility, but more like like they lost to the Mavericks, like they were one seed, right?
Yeah, they made some moves though, but they did. They made
No,
some
that's
big
what I'm saying.
additions.
Like so, last year, like one seed, everyone's excited, and then they just lost. to
They're
the
better
Mavericks.
this year. They have, and I guess
No,
SGA's probably
100%.
an MVP.
But I think that's where like some people are like they got to prove it till like we talk about them.
Sure.
And then so that's the one thing. Celtics stupid not talk about them. That's crazy.
Cavs.
How good the Cavs. I will just go
60
ahead and say
wins.
it. They just don't have anyone like you want to talk about. Let's be honest.
I mean, I don't know. If they're a 60
They're a
win
really
team.
no. They're a really good.
And
team.
I've been down on the Cavs all year, but like at some point you got to give them their flowers.
Why were you down?
Because I didn't believe in them.
Because they're boring players.
No,
I don't know
no.
if they're boring players.
It's not why.
Donovan Mitchell's a boring player.
No, Mitchell's an exciting,
Yeah.
like in terms of
I
like,
think,
I think
to
Garland's
watch, he's
I
exciting.
think Garland and Mitchell are both exciting players. I just think they're in Cleveland.
I think. Well, yeah, but Cleveland was
He
like.
put this team on the Knicks. They're the most talked about team in the NBA.
Yeah, no, I get.
No, I think Dukes
Yeah,
is
I
not
guess
wrong.
if there's
saying that.
60 wins with them.
Evan
with them,
Mobley,
yeah.
like DeAndre Hunter trade is like a huge one. Ty Jerome's
sure.
arguably sixth man of the year. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think so.
DeAndre Hunter, what's it? DeAndre Hunter
Yeah,
is like a really good basketball trade, right? Like he makes them so much better defensively everywhere. He's just not like that's. I'm just saying, casual people are like, oh, DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah,
went.
I think the thing with the Cavs are like for years they'd be like, what's the Celtics' excuse? They have 3 All-Stars. They're a 60-win team. They got MVP candidates. What's their excuse? Okay, what's the Cavs' excuse this year? They have what 3, 4 All-Stars.
Three All-Stars.
Yeah, they have an MVP candidate. They got a Coach of the Year.
What were people saying about the Celtics?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that seemed like a personal thing
It
happened
is.
there.
Well, I think people.
I like when Dukes
I
gets
feel
personal,
like
though.
everyone just kind of has labeled this Cavs team as like a what was like the 2015 like
Hawks, yeah, that Hawks.
like that kind of team where like they had like the Horford and Kyle Korver and Teague and Millsap. Like they have this good team,
they
but
get knocked out in the second
but,
round.
like they're gonna get swept by like the Celtics. And I think this listen, do I think the Celtics are gonna beat them? I do, but I actually think it's like a very competitive series. I think it's close, and I think the Cavs can do it. Like I don't
Let
think.
me ask you this though. So if the Cavs play, let's say, who would the Knicks? No, it wouldn't be the Knicks, right?
They're the 1 seed, so they're gonna play like the 4.
They'll
or 5.
play. Well,
Which is right now would be Pistons or Pacers.
If the Pistons or Pacers beat them in the second round,
Oh no, they
It's
would look like
like-
frauds, 100%.
or even if the Celtics sweep them, or
Yes,
like it's just
for sure.
like, all right, well that was.
They have to win at
fraud.
least 2 from the Celtics to have like respect.
Yes,
I would
that
say.
was going to say
To
two
be like a
from them.
respectable series against the reigning champs.
I will say, as much as I love the Celtics, that Cavs road is a lot easier because instead we have to play the Knicks second round, where the Cavs are going to get the Pistons, Pacers, which are, in my opinion, a step down for the Knicks, like significantly.
Yeah,
And just a note, as good as the Cavs are, Celtics are only 4 games back of them, like
That's true.
in the win-loss column. Like,
well that's how good the Celtics are, though.
yeah, it's like that just shows you how hot the Cavs started. They were
The
able
Celtics
to,
are
Shows
like,
you how hot they've been in March.
Celtics
too.
are also like
Catch up like that.
fucked around for a while, it seemed, and they're
A little
just
bit.
like, and then they're like, all right, well now it's time to go. But the thing is with this conversation, the Denver has no excuse. Like Jokic is the best player in the NBA. He had 61 points yesterday and lost with a triple double.
Right.
And it was like
double overtime, but
still like
incredible,
61 triple double, and Russell Westbrook, which actually I think he's having a pretty good year.
He is, but Westbrook, like just
That's a Westbrook.
Like-
You've seen Westbrook play. That's Westbrook.
Westbrook playing next to a star, having an all-time game, and being the reason they lose it is like the most textbook Russell Westbrook thing of
Yes.
all time. It's the reason I just don't like him. I like him. I don't dislike him as a human, but watching him in the Thunder just throw away those teams when Durant was just like carrying them would just drive me insane. Even the play last night. That's just an IQ play. You're up 1 with 6 seconds left. Don't shoot the layup. Dribble the ball out.
even Bosco was tweeting about
I
it. It's
get
like, why
that,
Denver
but
take the
like,
layup.
but
that's
also,
truly like
I actually
you're like a
don't think so,
15-year
though.
vet. Like
I'm gonna be honest, I don't
that's
think so.
dumb.
I don't think so. Can I tell you why?
There's no logical thing.
Well, there is.
He gets fouled.
Yes.
Make your free throws.
And well, that's the thing. He is a wide open layup to go up 3. I understand you're right.
He missed it.
Listen, I mean,
He missed it.
I mean, it's a fucking layup, Ev.
Exactly, he missed it.
Ev.
You dunked that motherfucker. If you
Okay, that's fine too. But like, I get what you mean. Like,
lost
you
the game
should,
'cause of it.
But like, if he hit, because he's also not.
But he also
probably the best.
fouls the 3-point shooter.
That's unexcusable.
After he
That's
does both, and it's
inexcusable. But I'm
one of the
saying
worst sequences in NBA history.
if there
for a
is
player.
a wide open layup, because also I don't know how Westbrook's free throw percentage is. I have no idea.
I guess in the 70s.
I would guess it's not great. So it's like that's a way higher percentage shot than a free throw, but obviously make the fucking thing. I get what you mean, but if he made that layup and then
63% free throw.
yeah, you
Oh,
got to
even
make that
worse.
layup.
Yikes, even awful.
That's what I'm saying. Am I wrong?
It's also crazy.
The only thing is, like to the point though, is you got to be 100% certain you're gonna make that
should.
shot.
I mean, it was wide
layup.
open. No, it wasn't.
Like you said, like
But also,
I don't know if he's
but then
gonna dunk it,
but dribble it out and waste clock.
yeah.
yes,
He should have dribbled it out.
Yes, that's
As much as he could have.
That's the actual obvious answer is dribble it out. But if it is a wide open layup, which I thought it was, I could be wrong. I don't know if he was contested.
It was decently open.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Slightly
Russell Westbrook
contested.
should make this layup.
Yes.
Yes.
A guy, he kind of came in, swooped in like late, but
So that's why, like, he's a
there.
horrible free throw percentage. It's like, all right, well then you might as well get 3 so you can't lose the game. You know, that's where I'm at. But then also, coming anywhere near him on a 3, like, what are you doing? Like, that's just like, put your hand up, stay the fuck away from him. That's as a 20-year vet, wherever the fuck he is now. That's embarrassing.
17.
But like, the Nuggets are a weird team where it's like they could just rattle it off and win it too. It's just like the West. That's where the
don't think they
OKC I think has less. It's harder for OKC, right? They're the best team, but their route right now. Let's see their route right.
well, it's
Well,
tough.
it-
No, there's a world where the
Very flux. It's very in flux.
The 4, yeah, it changes day to day.
Because like the
4 or
know.
5 matchup could literally be Warriors Lakers.
could be it
It
right
very- it
on
very
paper
well could
right now it is, but the Warriors also have played one less game than the Nuggets and Timberwolves. The Warriors also could be in the play-in round. Like they're a half game up.
I guess.
No, not I guess.
pretty
They're a
wide.
half
But
game
there's,
up.
but there's like 4 teams
Yeah,
in
but
that.
Memphis-
No, but they would right. But
and they're up on all those.
no,
teams.
there's only really 3 teams. It's Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves. They're a half game up.
Yeah, I mean,
But they'd be the 7 in the play.
The Clippers
Right.
are
No,
also
that's
right
true.
there
No,
too,
no,
though.
that's
It would be the 7.
It would be the 7. But they would. But that's how close you are to
Yeah, but
even
the
be in the
Clipper-
5 or the play-in. That's
Yeah,
a
but
big
they're
difference.
also 1 away from the 7 too. So it's not like that crazy. 1 away from the 8.
They're 1 away from the 8. Yes, they are.
So it's not like
Clippers are right there.
but they're also 2 away from the 4. So it's like
I know.
crazy. The whole
It's
thing is
crazy.
crazy. And they also that was a huge win they had yesterday against the Grizzlies.
a huge win.
Do you guys like that we have the play-in like in the West? So you have all these like good teams competing with each other. Like I'd like
I
Nuggets.
actually don't like to play it.
Every play-in in the East is under 500.
I get it, but like Nuggets Timberwolves last night meant a lot. Like that, like the Timberwolves are fighting for a top 6 seed. Like if these top 8 seeds were like kind of like
think-
locked in.
I
Like,
think
I
play-in's
see Phil's point.
like there's like the gap between the 8 and the 9 seed in the West is 7 games. Like
Right.
these games would literally mean nothing. Starters probably get benched last night. Like
You're right, Phil.
the playing in the West makes these games meaningful.
The West is just so much deeper.
Well, the East is done.
The East only goes like 6 deep, 5 deep.
The East is
really
done.
6
East is
deep.
like
the East
60.
is already
Even the play-in is already the
play-in's
Bulls. The
done.
Bulls clinched the playoff.
Yes.
Play-in, excuse me, which matters to me because I have a future on the Bulls making the playoffs at 30-1.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's a good bet.
but they have to win the play-in round though.
Did
It's
win
a good
2
bet. Though.
games.
They've been playing well.
What's that?
They win 2 games.
Yes, 2 games.
I don't like
They've
the
been
play.
playing on the road too.
I think
But it's 30-1.
No, they've been playing really well.
I think the play-in's one of the
1,300 bucks
stupidest. Playing for NBA is one of the stupidest things in the world. I get it's fun to have this extra games, it's money. If you come in 10th place out of what 20,
15.
out of 10th out of 15, you don't deserve any shot at all.
I will say,
Even if you win both, I still
they
don't
got to win
believe
2
it.
road games.
I still don't believe that you should. And if you come in 8th and then you lose 1 game to the 7th to the 9 seed, whoever they play, who's 8.
It's
9,
the 10 plays. I think it's the what?
10 plays the
10
7.
plays to 7. If the 7 wins, they automatically
The
advance.
8 lose to the 9 and they lose 1 like that. They were an 8th. Let them fucking.
When the gap is like 8 games, like it's
20
kinda
out
redundant.
of what is it? 30 or 32 teams in there.
30.
30.
20 teams are making the playoffs technically.
Right. No,
That's-
technically. No, I mean, well, yeah, or whatever. 20 teams advance past
yeah.
advance past the regular season.
It's just stupid. Like, what do we do? Like, I know it's for money take all that out, I think it's stupid.
So,
Like,
but Marty, we said in the show before, like how the NBA this time of year doesn't kind of matter. Like it's just kind of like playing out the string. And if you got rid of the play-in, then it would be even more of that.
I actually don't think it like I don't personally care for the people fighting for the 10th spot. I still don't. Like I understand your point. I still
How about the team fighting for the
But
6th spot?
I would say for the West, I think it matters.
But the
because
West would still be doing it no matter what. Like I think that's great. They're fighting for the 6th and the 5th and the 4th. They're all so close. I love that.
And if the play didn't exist, they wouldn't be.
Right.
I think they still would be.
I don't
No,
know if they
because-
would be as much, Marty.
Yeah, they would.
Their
I don't think so.
They
would.
They'd all have the playoffs clinched by now. Like,
Yes, but you still want to. In the West, it's a big difference if
They-
you're the 7th seed or the 5th seed.
Or the
I
4th seed.
don't
Yeah,
think-
4 seeds too. You get home
the 4.
court.
I don't
Definitely
think
is.
seeding would be worth playing your star like 50-something minutes in a game. In
No,
April.
I agree with you, Phil.
I don't know though because
It depends
if
on
it's
matchups.
One game, if you're one game back of 4th, right, or you're one, say you're in 7th right now, you want to if you come in 6th and you're playing like the 6th seed, I'd rather be in 7th right now than 6th. I'd rather play the Rockets than
well, that's what I was gonna say.
that's where it's like.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. The play-in matters because a team like in the West, that 7th seed could like legit do damage. Like they could go win a series, and then if they beat the Rockets, then who knows what happens?
Yeah,
after
they wouldn't
that.
play the OKC.
The East, I don't see it as much because like the Celtics are not losing to any team at
Magic
the
and
bottom.
Hawks.
Like they're not losing to them. But the Rockets could legitimately lose to the Timberwolves. Could legitimately lose to the Warriors. Could lose to whatever.
Clippers.
Clippers. Like they could lose to any of these teams 100%. But I do even the 4-5. Like getting home court's massive.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Extra home game
Well,
is
the
enormous.
It's massive, but like
I think that's worth. I want to say
East
like
is
burning out a star, but
embarrassing.
I know.
East is embarrassing.
No.
there's
This goes back to what I'm saying about the
it's
Warriors.
6. There-
wanting to trade
after
Curry.
6, there's a
Or should-
massive
Or not wanting,
cutoff.
but it should be
Yeah,
trading
but
Curry.
6 is also pushing it. Like
the
Detroit,
Pistons?
Detroit is like the first year.
They're good,
even,
though.
No, they're good, but it's the first year they're even like good in so long. No experience in the playoffs. Like
Milwaukee's a solid 6.
no, they're,
Although before Lillard got hurt, but
is Lillard out for the year?
Yeah,
could be.
probably.
Not looking.
Well, that's done. So like those first, it's and the Pacers are the Pacers are so much to watch. They're not like it's a lot of anger towards when I watch them. I don't know why. It makes me angry when I watch Halliburton.
I'd much rather play the Bucks than them.
if you can
Halliburton-
quote me on this, if we played a Bucks in round 1, that series is not going more than 5 games.
No, I'd much rather play the Bucks than the Pacers.
we would not lose. A
If I could
series
choose
with
out of
Doc
the
Rivers.
3 Pistons, Bucks, Pacers, I'd rather play the Bucks.
you're not
Easily.
playing the Pacers. I don't think Pacers have a 3-game lead. There's
playing the
only
Bucks right
7
now.
games left.
I'm saying just for like,
Yeah.
But even just add like
You guys might play the Pistons.
the Pacers would be the team I want to play the least.
I think the Celtics.
In that order.
Celtics would sweep the Magic.
Yeah, I mean they should.
We might get the Hawks.
They should sweep the.
Well, I guess we don't really know because it could be. It also could be the Bulls or Heat.
Sweep the Hawks.
I might buy out of that bet, by the way. That Bulls bet. I got to see what the situation is.
I mean, they'd have to win 2.
I know.
I think you let it.
They're
ride,
already giving me.
Connor.
They're already giving me basically. I think I bet $30 to win like 1,500 or something like that.
They give me a good cash out. Yeah, maybe.
They give me a couple $100.
But back to
Yeah.
that thing, like the Lakers.
about it.
The Lakers are, especially this year with the story. Like they're no matter what, when LeBron James is on the court, that's what that show is going to be about.
I just think it's like a Jokic last night. Like Jokic truly is having one of the greatest seasons in NBA history.
He won't
and
win
they are
MVP,
not. He's not going to win MVP, which is a travesty. And they're not covering him like he's having one of the greatest seasons of all
What's
time.
the line right now?
I saw the poly market or whatever was like 95% SGA.
SGA, yeah, SGA.
It's like it's ridiculous to me because he keeps having these insane games, and like the odds keep getting like wider. It doesn't make sense to me.
OKC is going to win like near 70 games, but
I
number
know.
2 option of
But
Jalen Williams.
He's great. Like it's not their team is just so good. Like Jokic,
Dude.
he has Murray and he has Gordon. Like those are solid players. But outside of that, like Braun's been good. Like MPJ's been like okay. He hasn't really even been like
Chet's missed time, Hardenstein's missed time, Jalen Williams is number 2 option. Like it's not a super team. It's a very like.
But they're so they have a
they
lot
play-
of really
That's a
good
pretty.
players.
That's a pretty fucking good team.
It's a good. They just play good team basketball. It's not
They
like they're
do.
loaded with stars.
So I just think it's Jokic. He's literally having a better year statistically in every category than he did last year's MVP season.
Yes.
And I guess my cherry on top of this whole point is that he goes for 60, 10, and 10 last night.
Yep.
If any of these other guys, like if LeBron, I'd say LeBron, these guys do that. It literally is like it has its own fucking ticker on the bottom. It's the only thing they talk
get
about
it.
for a fucking hour. Like it's because he's not like imposing. He's not this like crafted by the gods athlete.
He also hates basketball.
He just doesn't like suck his own dick.
But that's the thing where it's like not suck his own dick. It's more like he just like kind of isn't. He's boring in a way.
He doesn't jump out the gym. It's not flashy.
He's just boring.
He's the greatest passing big man of all time.
He's the best player in the NBA. I don't think anyone.
I think it's not even like close.
I don't think anyone would.
Right now, I think it's not.
It's hard to argue that, right? There's no one better, right?
He is
like obviously obviously LeBron is better than him in like
historically.
career,
No, right now, this very moment, right now.
Even over this like last like 3-4 year stretch, like he's having an all time run.
He's the best in the NBA, right?
And he's getting better.
Dudes,
in the NBA right now, I think a different conversation would be of players drafted in the 21st century where you put Jokic.
No. Let's just have this conversation.
He said yes.
I did say yes.
He said yes.
I said yes. I wanted to like differently. Players drafted in the 21st century, where would you put Jokic, like career wise?
He's up there, man. He's getting
LeBron's number one.
LeBron and Steph,
but he's getting like
LeBron, Steph,
he's getting to right there. He really is.
To LeBron.
Like I'm saying, like right after that, like he's like I agree with Meek. It's like him, Steph, and like he's the next.
Like he's
guy.
had a better career than KD.
Yeah.
I think this season is rounding him out to be.
Like
I
for
really
my
do.
Magic Street, if I could only draft one guy to start their career, I'm taking Jokic.
You think he's having a better career than KD?
Yes.
I'd rather have Jokic than.
I think
I don't know. That's not like I'm not dying on this hill.
I think he's put together a 4 or 5 year stretch that's probably better than probably KD's ever had. Like he won the titles with a team that already won championships. Like that Warriors team, he was with multiple Hall of Famers. Jokic, there arguably is no Hall of Famers that he's ever played with, at least on like this team.
I'm not saying Hall of Fame, but Jamal Murray is really good.
Really, but he's a fringe. And it's really only because he's on the title team with
Correct.
Like Murray's not like he has no Hall of Fame. He has no Hall of Famers on this run. He's had 0 Hall of Famers he played with. In Durant's like best years, he's gonna have Westbrook, Steph, Clay, Draymond probably gets in the Hall of Fame.
Winning with
you could
Jamal
even
Murray.
say like Harden for like
he played Harden is gonna definitely a Hall of Fame.
Oh no, but I meant like he was so early in his career, but.
I mean, Kyrie played with. Like, look at all these guys he's played with. Jokic played with no one of those caliber. Anyone.
And I'll say it again. Like, who would you rather have start their career on your team? I'd rather have Jokic's. I'd rather have Jokic on my team than Durant for the full bevy.
I'd have this version of Jokic. I'm taking over any version of Durant.
Yes, I agree.
Just a defense wise and like big. Like he's a big body, great rebounder, great passer. He's everything. I don't know. I just think that.
And I love Durant.
Let's be honest. He's also like he's not American.
Yeah, that hurts him for sure.
Hurts a lot.
Absolutely hurts
his
stardom.
It's like, and he also doesn't care about being a star. Like he's just really good. So that does. Listen, I understand. You're so right, Ev. Like about that, no one covers it. Like honestly, last night I would have no idea he had a triple double. I would have been like,
60-point triple double.
I would have been like Russell Westbrook blew the game. Yeah. That's what I would have said.
I guess that's his Hall of Famer. He played with 90-year-old Russell Westbrook the last 2 years.
There's been two
best player he's ever played with.
There's been 2 other 60-point triple doubles in NBA history. Do you know who has them? Yeah, crazy. There's 2 others.
That is.
I would guess Wilt.
No, recently.
Oh.
Luka did versus the Knicks in 2022.
Okay,
he had 60, 22, and like 10.
All right.
And Harden as the other one. He did it versus the Magic in 2018.
Harden makes sense actually doing that. I honestly forgot a little.
Wilt didn't pass the ball enough.
Yeah, not enough assists.
He's not giving.
He would have got blocks if anything.
Is there anyone? Do you think there's any chance it's anyone besides OKC, Celtics, or like in the West it's different, but like in the East, do you think it's anyone? Do you think anyone has a chance besides Celtics? I think it's not even close.
I think
I mean, I don't want. I think the Celtics have by far the best chance, but the Cleveland has 60 wins. I can't just brush them away.
Cavs have a chance for sure.
You really do?
Yeah,
I have no chance.
I think they have no chance.
I think it's just what they've done and the way the team is built. Like now, I think unless even I think I felt the same way like mid-season because like the Knicks had owned them playoffs a couple years in a row. Knicks like just bullied them, dominated them. This team has come together. Like I think the growth of Evan Mobley has really like ascended into like one of the best defenders in the league. Adding Hunter, like Jerome becoming what he's become. I think Mitchell's playing more in control, like a little more efficiently. Garland's been great. They're just so complete. I can't sit here and be like that team has no chance. I think they're too good to say that.
I can't say no chance.
I think the Celtics are going to win.
Yeah, me too.
But to say like 0% chance, I just can't do
I
it.
think they have a less than 10% chance.
I just think it's very disrespectful to the team they put on the court this year.
I'm not disrespectful to them at all.
Like if they lost in 5 or
Respectful to
less,
the Celtics that are literally like
Celtics playing really good right now.
They are. They're playing amazing.
They've gotten. I think the Celtics are better than last year.
they probably are.
So it's like, and then they won pretty easily last year. It's just like I think
this Cavs team is way different, just way different this year.
I think the Celtics are too.
I don't know about way different than last year.
Way different.
I mean,
Way different?
The Luke Cornett progression into how good he's been with Tatum is pretty
But
remarkable.
Brown's been worse.
Yeah, but like I still am confident in Brown like on the floor.
But I think to say they're way different than last year,
I
like,
wouldn't-
they're just again really good.
You can say
they're
they're
deeper.
You
I
can say
think
they're
they're
no.
deeper.
You can say they're better. I don't think they're way different, but they're better.
Yeah, I'd be fine with saying they're better. I just think, the Cavs' ascension has been like insane this year. Like I think they're going to take at least a couple games. Like I think if they lose to the Celtics in 5,
see about a
get
couple
swept or lose 5, I'd be like, wow. I'd be pretty like, holy shit.
Yeah, I've said it all year. I think when I was on the take that the Celtics could break the wins record, it became apparent to me that the Celtics can lose games. I just don't think they'll lose series.
I agree with that. I think as an NBA fan, I want to see Celtics Thunder. Like I want to see who I think are the two best teams, who I think are two like, I'll say all-time teams in the last like 15, 20 years. Like, I think
don't know.
two truly elite.
I don't think OKC's going to get there.
I don't think OKC's going to get there either.
I really don't.
I honestly hope they do.
Who gets in the way of OKC then? The Lakers?
I think that the Lakers,
the
Warriors,
Lakers can.
and
The Warriors?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you guys. I mean, you gotta get off the
Here we
What's
Warriors.
wrong with them?
They've been since they've added
playing
Butler.
really
They've been
good.
one of the best teams in the NBA. But
I think the Lakers, the Warriors, or the Nuggets, depending on how it shakes out.
Nuggets,
obviously.
sure. I'll give you Nuggets. I'll give you Lakers. We're gonna
wrong
see
with the
soon.
Warriors?
We're gonna see soon.
Like last night.
Warriors
right?
are gonna
They
be
back
back
up.
Lakers and
on the
Warriors-
road, at the
Yeah,
Grizzlies.
they beat a Grizzlies team that's spiraling right now. They just fired their coach. They barely won. They were down for most of that game.
won by 9.
Yeah, they were down. Once again, they were down for most of that game.
I mean, that's the NBA.
No, but they were
I don't think they get points taken away because they were
No,
not
they
winning the
stepped
whole
up,
game.
but they were. It was.
you have
at
to
a tough
admit,
time with a Grizzlies team that, like I said, is spiraling right now.
But the firing the head coach thing was, I don't want to say spiral. I think it's a weird,
Weird.
weird move. But spiraling, I
Bev-
think would be.
They just haven't played well lately.
Pat
That's why they
Bev
get fired.
had-
I mean, they
I don't think.
and they haven't won with the
That's
new
strange
coach.
on their mat. That's just strange from their mat.
I agree.
Getting fired in the middle, not in the middle season, at the end of the season.
the 4 seed.
You're the
Very strange.
4 seed in the
But
West.
also, Pat Bev had a really good. If you
They've lost. I'm sorry. The Grizzlies have lost 7 of 8. I call that spiraling. Yes, I'll stand by that.
Yeah, but it's just the Warriors just good though.
They
Like, I don't
also-
know why you
they
can't
beat-
accept the Warriors being good.
The Warriors are fine. The Warriors are not a title. Are not going to win the title this year. They're not going to get to the NBA Finals.
But that's like you're saying a minus 5,000 is going to win.
No, but I'm saying, but that's why once again you trade your assets because you can't win this year.
They're 19-6 since they traded for Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
So if they add another piece to
and then a
that,
couple of the games they lost.
if they add another piece to Jimmy Butler and Steph, don't you think they can win it all?
How are you going to add that piece? Trade more assets?
I have no idea how they're going to do it. I'm not. that's
Clemmer,
why I'm
Luka
like-
Doncic got traded to the Mavs for 1 first-round pick. Anything could happen.
But that's a fluke. But you can't live in the
Anything
world that
could
accept.
happen.
No, you have to live by
They
rules,
did
not
also.
exceptions.
They also gave up Anthony Davis.
Yes, they
I
did.
mean, Draymond in a couple seconds can get you
They
Anthony
have the
Edwards.
5th
Anything
best
could
odds to
happen.
win it all.
They have the what?
5th best odds to win it all.
And what are the odds?
They have the
I'm going to guess like 18
third
to
best
1,
odds to
15.
come out of the West too.
What are the
Plus
What are the odds
750.
again?
Plus 750 to come out of the West.
All right. What are the odds? That's not great. What are the odds to win the title?
Not bad.
It's pretty good.
They're plus 1,700 to win
Plus
it all.
1,700. So 17 to 1 shot. So all right.
I
Let's see
still
what
have
happens.
30 to
I
1.
think it's worse than that.
Yeah, but like if they don't win the championship, that doesn't mean you're right.
I said Western Conference Finals.
If they
If-
make the Western Conference,
If they make the Western Conference Finals, then I'm not saying I'm wrong, but I'm saying I'm not right. I
mean,
won't be
but-
peacocking.
Well, I mean, no, but we already he said they want to make the playoffs. We already won.
Well, no, that's not fair.
That was the easiest bet of my life.
First off, that was before they made Jimmy Butler deal, which is crazy.
But that's what we said all along.
Yeah,
we're they're going to make a
adds
move. Like,
some
they're
Crazy.
gonna-
And but no, that's
you also
fine.
said Jimmy Butler wasn't going to do anything with them.
That's true, and you were wrong.
I said he wouldn't do anything with
You said it wouldn't matter.
I said it's
It wouldn't
not.
matter.
I said it won't matter. They're not going to win this year.
Like, but they're gonna.
you guys have been like ESPN to death here.
Oh
you
my
think
God.
the Warriors?
We've just been right, and you've just been wrong. And
I haven't been wrong. You guys,
You're wrong. They're gonna make the playoffs. You're wrong. You made a bet.
right.
And you said you had this hard take.
That's what you
They're
guys
done. They won't make the playoffs.
I didn't think they were going to trade away a first-round pick when they're old and not going to do anything. That's stupid.
We were talking
But it's
about
a
this
late
with
first-round pick,
LeBron.
like-
We were saying this with LeBron. We're like, oh yeah, like LeBron could go to the Warriors, and like that would be like a good addition. Like there could be like in the Western Conference race. That's what we were saying, and you're like, that's the stupidest thing you could potentially do. Is this what Jimmy Butler did to the roster? What would LeBron and Steph be able to do?
What would you have to have given up for LeBron?
But that's I'm
lot
saying like
more,
this is
obviously,
what we
yeah.
were talking about around this time period.
What would Kevin Durant have done? That was an option.
That was also another
Also an
option.
option.
I almost like Butler better. That might sound crazy.
Bill
Yeah,
Simmons
that's
said the same
crazy.
thing. Yes. Bill Simmons said that Jimmy Butler makes them a better team.
I almost
KD.
think he does the defensive, like the hard-nosed defensive, I guess guard. So I guess he's kind of a 3.
I think
with
Kevin Durant would be.
with Curry pairs well.
I think it worked with Kevin Durant.
Well, it worked with Durant and Clay and like Iguodala and Draymond. It worked with like everyone in their prime. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
Durant,
Well,
right?
also, and respectfully, it worked before he was there. They
Durant's a
weren't-
game and a
they
half
weren't
out.
there.
Durant's a game and a half out from the play-in game.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm saying.
Beal.
This guy, he keeps going places and it's not working. Like I think we're giving him at this stage in his
I don't
career.
think it's him.
Well, he's old now.
I'm starting to think
He's having a good year, but he's also
he's been incredibly efficient. I think he always will be as a scorer. I'm starting to fall in the camp of his numbers getting like hollow.
He's 36.
No, he's one of the best
I
players.
don't
of
think
all
it's
time.
hollow. I don't think so. I think that they're also just like, I think that Bradley Beal is like the worst signing. That was horrible. He's horrible.
He's a hooper.
Because even like Booker is really good.
It's crazy a team with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant not even gonna make the play-in game.
Yeah, like bad.
Like Marty's
Like,
saying,
I'm
when
watching-
10
So,
of-
like, if they're in the East,
10
they
of
would make
15
it, but-
teams
I'm
good.
looking at this lineup, right? Like,
they gotta get them
line
to
up
the East.
against the Rockets.
They
2
wouldn't.
games
They
ago.
wouldn't get. They wouldn't be that high though.
Their
That easier schedule too.
their lineup against
Maybe a
the
playoff team
against the Rockets 2 games ago was Durant,
Easy schedule, yeah.
Durant, who played 23 minutes, Ryan Dunn, who was the guy from Virginia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Defensive guy.
Ugly, yeah, great defensive player, bad shot.
Bad shot. He had 2 points. Who's this? Nick Richards?
Yeah, center he's actually from Jersey. He's a Kentucky. Went to Kentucky.
Yeah, not great. Booker, who was great.
Yep.
And then you got Connor Gillespie, who just got hit.
Colin.
Colin.
Connor's pitching tonight for the Marlins.
Colin Gillespie, who's we all know
Villanova guard.
Villanova, that's friend of the program. Like that was their starting lineup. Like it's just like, oh, Trey Jones is on the Suns. Tyus Jones, good for him.
Carmelo Anthony got inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame, and I have a stat for Melo's greatness. Since the start of 2014-15 NBA season, games played, Carmelo Anthony, 470. Joel Embiid, 452.
Great stat.
Carmelo Anthony's been
That's
retired
wild.
for 3 years, and has
That's
somehow
crazy.
played more games than Embiid since he's been in the NBA.
Great stat.
That's funny.
I think Carmelo Anthony's one of the most disrespected players in NBA history.
Greatest Olympian we've ever seen.
Disrespected. Why?
I think he is because I think the way he gets talked about defensively, I think is not a true mirror of like his. I'm not saying he's some stalwart defensively,
Definitely.
but I feel like he's acted like he was like a traffic cone out there, and I don't think that was the case as much as people
Never made NBA Finals.
want to make it out to be. Well, basketball team game.
Well, it's less of a team game than a sport. Like a lot of, I mean, not to make an NBA Finals is kind of that's a tough one for
Sure.
a Hall of Fame. We're talking greatest of the great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. I guess
How many other great players never made NBA Finals? That you
Chris
can think of?
Paul.
Okay.
He made one
Chris Paul's the one.
Chris Paul made one.
When?
with Booker and the Suns.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's.
That counts. Seriously, it's a fair question because it's
He was,
so,
but he's
it's
not
so
in like
few.
his prime. Like
No, but how many guys never made an NBA Hall of Famers? We're talking about like the greatest of the great. It's
I
a
mean,
pretty
that's
small
like-
company.
But I mean, he could have just as easily signed on to some nonsense team like that. And
I
made
think
up,
he was
like-
trying to at the end, wasn't he? A little bit.
He was with the Lakers.
I mean, he
He
was.
tried that. It didn't work.
But he was for like a cup of coffee. Like he didn't really.
Oh, I know, but he still didn't do it. He never made
I
an
think
NBA
giving
Finals.
like,
That's bad.
I mean, I guess.
No, not I guess. It's bad for Hall. NBA Hall of Fame is bad.
Well, no, he's one
It's a
player.
black mark on the
Yeah,
record.
I'm with Ev.
Like just this, he never made a finals. Like just
I mean, that is
blindly, he never made a
not.
finals.
I don't think it's everything, but it is something to like. That is his black mark on his resume.
He was also
You gotta go through the big three and
I would say his prime,
100%.
his prime aligned with LeBron James,
I know,
D-Wade, and
I
Bosh
know.
teaming up together.
No, I get it, but like, I mean, like, fucking Dirk Nowitzki beat the Heat. You know, like he did it. That team wasn't that great.
Pretty good, but I mean, he
Yeah,
got,
but
he went and got
Carmelo
one.
had like it's not also like
I think Carmelo should be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm a big
Well,
Carmelo
he's
guy.
clearly, he's an easy Hall of Famer.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that he never made an NBA Finals for a Hall of Famer is weird.
I don't think it's that.
Not a big market team.
Name one.
too.
Name another one. Ev. It's very weird. If you can't name one, it's weird.
My take.
But
is
again, you're saying like I just said, Chris Paul. You're like, oh, he made it with the Suns. He was a whatever player.
I know, but like
To me, that's nonsense. To be like, oh, like he joined a team when he was 40.
Oh.
All right, Tracy McGrady, like he played on one with the Spurs and the other.
Vince Carter. Vince Carter never made one, right?
I don't think so.
So there's another example. There are examples, but it's strange, Ev. That's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
think I just think the teams they made the Western Conference Finals early when he was with the Nuggets. Like they made it far. Then with the Knicks, like they had some good teams. They kind of just never he never had the talent around him. It's the Knicks, like the most dysfunctional organization. Like
Right.
They kind of fucked him even just making the trade, like the way that all
Oh
happened.
yeah, totally.
Like they gave him all their assets. He kind of just didn't really. It didn't fall into place, but they were in and he was going against the Heat, like the big three Heat.
I don't think there's that big of a difference between him and KD.
It would kill me though.
Oh.
I'm a Knicks fan.
KD's better, but I don't think the gap. I agree with. I don't think the gap is nearly as big as people will make it out to be.
KD also got to the finals like with the Warriors, and then he had 2 Hall of Famers next to him, respectfully.
3.
I don't
KD.
think.
Three in the same starting
No,
lineup
I'm
with
saying
him.
with the Thunder when he made it with
KD's
the Thunder, he was
better
playing with
than
James Harden.
KD.
You know, KD's better. That's fine.
I
I'll
can't have
concede
that. That's where I'll stop. KD is better than Carmelo.
no,
Carmelo's amazing.
I don't even argue.
I said it's closer than I think people realize.
I agree. I don't think it's as far.
I
off
don't
as people
agree.
make
I think it's pretty far. But again, that's a
I mean,
It's only far because KD has an MVP, like with the Thunder.
that's a
Melo's got a scoring title. I mean, if Melo's on those Warriors team, they also win the finals.
Yeah, like
I mean, good for KD.
Melo. I don't know. I KD's better though.
He's better.
KD's been- was a
Again,
better
the
defender.
gap I don't think is nearly as big as people would like to make it out to be.
If I was a Knicks fan, I would lose my mind every day that signing fucking Amari Stoudemire was everything.
It was amazing. At the time,
At the time, it was
You
incredible.
would have had LeBron.
No, he wasn't going
he
there.
was not
he was
gonna
not
go.
going there.
That's the
Bosco heard
reason.
something different.
No, people.
Bosco
I
respectfully
also
doesn't know
saw.
anything.
It was also a documentary that I was watching that said, Pat, come in real quick.
Oh, here we go.
We're talking ball. You're good. Just real
Talking
quick.
basketball.
Who do you any NBA? Do you think it's gonna be? He's on-
On the phone.
You're good. Do you think it's gonna be any? You think it's gonna be chalk like Celtics, OKC, or do you think there's someone else coming out of the West, or do you think the East has? Do you think that anyone's gonna?
Do you think the Cavs can beat the Celtics?
No,
I agree.
0% chance.
no, I'm not 0% chance. You know, a broken clock is right twice today.
Okay.
But do I see anyone beating them in a 7-game series right now? No. They have the best wings in the NBA collectively. They play defense. They got Drew Holiday. Porzingis is healthy. Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard. Like, they got some motherfuckers. They've won before. They've been there before. They've lost before. Like, they're literally, I wouldn't say that they're a very different team than the different Nuggets, but as far as, like, getting to that hill, losing it against the Warriors, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's literally the only team that beat probably one of the greatest teams also. So
Yeah.
How many games? Say it's Cavs Celtics in the East Conference Finals. How many do they have to win from the Cavs, or should we beat the Celtics for you to like at least have the respect of us, like you and like the fan? Like how many games do you think they have to win and make it like okay, this isn't just the same old?
we don't look at it like that. We look at it like, you feel me? Like we're in a competitive sport like naturally, so it's like you don't even look like. Yeah, it was a good series, but yeah, it's supposed to be a good series, motherfuckers. The East Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Of course,
sure.
Like it's just, if it go 4-2, we still beat y'all ass. So what?
You should ask him to Melo.
Go game 7 and go game 7. In our mind, we lead the game like we still beat y'all ass. Like yeah.
Oh no, I was saying I was a big Knicks fan. I was saying I think Melo is disrespected in the way he's looked at now.
He just made the Hall of Fame.
But I'm saying by like the fan. I just think he was. I'll say exactly what I said before. I don't think he was ever some defensive stalwart. I'm not saying that. I think the lack of defense is overhyped by like the fans and the media. At least looking back on his career now.
It's just like the fact that he didn't leave on his own terms.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's
You
fair.
know, I think that's the like the cloud above it. Right?
Interesting.
Rather what he does offensive, defensive, or even if he didn't win a championship, he didn't get to have his farewell tour or this is my last year. I'm announcing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like it kind of people who don't know basketball, they look at it like, you know, like, oh yeah, you couldn't last, when it's literally the total opposite. You know.
What's the furthest you got?
Well, I shot 12 years.
No. I know you were there for a while.
Oh, no, I got
furthest in the playoffs.
I got Western Conference Finals twice with
What
two
team was
different
that?
teams.
The Timberwolves is the one I most remember you
so
from.
it was Rockets and
Rockets.
the Clippers. I was on the team with the Clippers when the farthest the Clippers ever got was the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
I was a part of that team.
Were you on the Rockets team that was up 3-2?
Yeah.
At the Chris Paul when he got hurt?
Yeah. No. The Clippers were up 3-1.
That one, okay. There was one where the Rockets were up 3-2 with Harden and Chris Paul. And then
That's the Golden
they-
State. That's the Golden State one. The Rockets.
Yes.
The Golden State. Yeah. Chris Paul
Sometimes
got
it's
hurt.
very funny just talking to you, because like I just know you as Pat, but like it is like he's like
He was there at these games, yes.
Like we're talking about this, and the guy can actually answer all of our questions right here.
What do you like in the West?
I like Denver because they've done it before. Dark horse teams though, I like Lakers and Clippers.
Okay.
I think it's coming West Coast for sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's just tough to gauge OKC, you know.
I got
Ask
one
about the
last.
Warriors. Ask about the Warriors.
Oh yeah, well he thinks that the Warriors should have traded Steph Curry.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's
the face we wanted. That's the
face
face
that I
me and Marty
made.
wanted.
I think you trade if you're an older team.
My face is like this most of the time.
I think if you're an older team, you hold on to these guys and they just turn to dust. It happened to the Celtics with Bird and McHale and Parrish. Like you're left with nothing. That's why Danny Ainge traded Pierce and Garnett, because you don't want to be left with nothing. It's bad stewardship. It's bad governorship. And I think what you do is you trade these guys before they get old, before they lose everything, and then you get something back. You keep the franchise going.
You're looking at it from a business standpoint. Of
course.
Right. So my thing is anything with competition, right? With like organic competition, like sports, the best thing in sports is camaraderie, right? That engineers the competition, competition engineers the money engineers the fans engineer everything, organization. Like if you take that, like, because we had an argument about tanking. If you took that and now you replace that with camaraderie and make camaraderie second, like, I don't care what move you make, you won't be successful.
Do you don't think winning is more important than camaraderie? Like, for instance, if this team just exists,
winning right now.
Yeah.
they're winning right now. If this team just exists in 4 years, now you're left with nothing. I think that Warriors team's gonna be dog shit.
But my thing is, like, if you think like that, right? You're thinking business. So if you think business, it will never work out. Like Sixers, they thought business. We're gonna tank, we're gonna lose, we're gonna get first round picks, we're gonna get Fultz, we're gonna get Ben Simmons, we're gonna get Embiid. It's no surprise why they so fucking cursed.
How about Danny Ainge though, trading Garnett and Pierce? That's how you got Tatum and Brown. Like they had to make those difficult moves at the time to get better for the future.
But I mean, I think they made it with the Clay. I think that was, you feel me? I think they made it with Clay. You know, when
You just let him walk, right?
they let him walk and
Yeah,
start.
you didn't get anything back for him.
Yeah, and I think
but-
I don't think you do it like two guys, you know, at a time. You feel me? That's the thing. Like they were able to swap, you know, 3 older guys for 2 younger guys. I think you go slow. Okay, cool. We kept Draymond, which means we have to keep Steph. Okay, we let Clay walk. We replaced that with a Jimmy Butler. It's not too bad. Like it's not that bad. Like we could still be competitive.
Lose another pick. Do you think the Warriors can win this year?
Yeah. Anytime with Draymond Green and Steph Curry, now, and we don't, like, people, Jimmy Butler's different in the playoffs.
It's true.
Like he a different monster. Like
He also looks like he really wants to play.
yeah, and
he seems re-energized.
he's like motivated.
Yes.
Like that's a bad, like
100%.
I done got paid. I don't, you know, regardless of how I ended in Miami, like fresh start, they got me fucked up. I want to hoop. Like guys that had that and some crazy shit happened. You know, he already does crazy shit in the playoffs. Like he gets wild in the playoffs. So like, yeah, you can never count them out. I know I didn't name them, but from like a, you know, just a. When they say the heart of a champion, just off that, you always have to keep the Warriors in there.
I'm counting him out.
I agree.
I'm counting him out.
He's been trying.
It's been a hard stance. He said they obviously talked about trading him, that they should have punted the season, basically. We said,
I think you should.
When you have Steph, you got to go for it still.
No, because eventually Steph's going to get old and you're going to be left with nothing.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you'll be a great GM. You'll be a great GM.
He's the GM of the 1991 Orlando Magic in a video game right now.
It's true. It's true. I streamed it. Yeah.
Put together a phenomenal roster.
How your team is?
Well, we start off 7-0. We got Grant Hill. We got Shaquille O'Neal. We got Alonzo Mourning. Drazen Petrovic still alive. Drafted Jason Kidd. Pretty good.
And your coach?
And our coach is Phil Jackson.
What a GM, right?
That's what I said before I even knew that.
Yeah. Pat, I have one question for
Talk to
you.
me.
When did you know you were going to be in the NBA?
Oh, since I picked up the ball. Since I don't know.
Like, you really were like, I'm fucking great.
I used to have conversations with people in the hood. I'd go to my homie house. He'd look at me like, "Man, you be going to the park every day?" And in my mind, like, I talk to my cousins and they tell me stories about me that I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we used to have to come get you before school to get ready for school, to go to school because you were at the park. And I'm
He was
like,
always at the park.
yeah, I didn't know that. So I go to my homie house like, "Hey, bro, you always at the park, bro?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." Bro, you really think you're going to the NBA? I'm like, "Yeah." Bro, you're not, bro. Like, you're not, you know. And then I seen him while I was driving Rolls Royce, getting on the expressway, and he was selling peanuts on the side.
Oh no! Oh god, that's
True
a
story.
tough look.
No, for real. You
That's
know what I'm
a
saying?
wild
Yeah, and
shit.
I bought a bottle of water, no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
That's awesome.
I was gonna say,
Day
did you
one.
have teachers tell you like, you know, you're not going to the NBA. You gotta.
so my come up to with basketball was very different. Like, I didn't play, like I played half a season my freshman year in high school.
Yep.
I didn't play at all my sophomore year. You know, I was a trouble kid. You feel me? Like, so like, I'll come to like the intramural games in high school, and like cook, and then I'll tell the guy who was running the intramural game like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be a McDonald's All-American." McDonald's All-American. Like, you don't even play high school basketball. What do you mean? You know, so like,
Especially sophomore year. It's like,
Yeah.
that's usually kind of when
Yeah.
people are looking at you.
so I didn't play like, feel me? Like, I didn't play for like, I don't know if it was 2 years. I didn't play for a year for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so
for
crazy.
sure. And then I was an All-American game.
Yeah.
So my upbringing was different. You got to think, I didn't play AAU. I might be playing like 3 games AAU. You see me in the summertime at the park. At the park. Just getting it out the mud. And I didn't know any difference. My mom always told me you never pay to play basketball. Most of these people,
True.
parents have to pay.
Marriage,
You
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Travel.
Why the fuck are you paying to do something that you love to do? Like, no.
Yeah. It's also, you can just walk down the block and do that.
Yeah. If they find you good, they'll find you.
Do you think there's some people that you played with at the park that could have been in the NBA?
I was the worst person in my neighborhood.
Really?
I was the worst player in my
They
neighborhood.
always say that in like in New York City,
Yeah,
like
New
the
York,
parks
yeah.
are like, but Chicago's probably.
I had probably like 8 guys that were like, I don't know, 5, 6 years older than me, all coulda, woulda, shoulda stories.
Damn.
So it was perfect timing for me.
Yeah.
So like, fuck AAU. They hooping. I'm gonna just get all this shit. And I was like, pick 10 people. I was like, pick 8 or 9 for like 7 years straight, from like 7 to like 14.
It's probably why.
Think about that. Like,
They're really good on defense because
from
they were probably
7 to 4. They used to call me the purse snatcher. That was my first name in the hood. They used to call me Buddha Juice the purse snatcher. No cap. You got to think. You have a complexity. Like, it builds up from 7 to 14. I was the 8th and 9th pick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
like
insane.
you're waiting in line. Like, okay, yeah, I know I'm gonna get drafted around 8th round, 9th round. Like, you feel me? I know I'm gonna play. You feel me? But if like new guys come up, it might be a chance I don't play the first game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that was for 7 years. Wow. So like that created no, they got me fucked up. Probably why I'm fucked up now.
Bro, I could listen to you talk all day. The way you talk about these stories is fucking incredible.
I mean,
I love this shit.
Appreciate that, bro.
No, but there's a lot of people that come to Barstool that, like athletes, that don't give us the time of day to talk. You know?
Really?
Like there's some that always have come, not that work here, but like just like they walk around like you just like you don't give a shit about. You ask me about my life more than I ask you about yours.
Yeah,
you're a great guy. I appreciate
that.
You. I really
appreciate
do.
That. I appreciate
It's-
that.
I can listen to you talk about it, and you talk about John Shire. Keep talking about him. He's the best guy in the world, and Duke is going to win. You know, next year, Cameron, the Boozer twins, they're the Boozer twins.
He hit me
are
up,
even better.
DM. He hit me. John hit me like, yo, what you doing, fucker? All right, John, come on, shut up, bro. What's up, dog? Because you got to think, we've been 16 years old.
Yeah.
36, you're talking about 20 years. Like, the last person from Chicago is, like, still in the NBA was Pat Bev, and he's coach at Duke now. So, like, our conversations are just totally different, right?
Yes.
So he like, bro, that shit that you did, like, my team saw that. Like, you turned them the fuck up, Pat. Like,
I could be thanking you right now.
for real.
Give a motivational speech.
And if you look at the date, like the moment I said that, they literally just went on like a crazy run. He said they look at me different in practice. They look
Yes.
at me different, me walking around, me playing with a basketball. Like Pat Bev said it, that's just the truth. Cause like, you know
Yes,
what I'm saying? So
Pat,
yeah.
I'm not fucking around. I watch everything of Duke, right? Like their press conferences, everything. They asked, like one of the reporters asked, like, "Oh, did you see what Pat Bev said about?" And he's like, "My team didn't believe that I was
Yeah.
good at all. They were like, we look at you as a coach and like you're like this. They almost like you look like this small white guy. Like
Yeah.
we don't think that you're good." And then they heard you say it, and they're like,
Oh,
almost like respected him more,
real.
in a way.
For real.
17-year-olds don't care about. They just don't like even like what you've done. They look at you, it's like, oh, whatever. Like you're old now. Like, that's what they look at. You're 35, not even old. Like that's how they look. But then when you say it, it's more respect. They're like, oh
crazy.
shit.
He said it, Pat, it changed my whole team.
That's
I think it was the game before the Sweet 16.
Oh my.
After that, they've been cooking. Like,
Unbelievable.
unbelievable cooking. Like, damn, where the fuck y'all come from? It's like they're playing harder for him. Like and he can be more of a coach now.
Yes.
Like, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Command your respect.
Yeah, we'll go to Durham together. We'll ride the parade when
I'm going this summer.
You're going this
I
summer?
want to play one. You got to think, me and him never played basketball against each other.
Pat, can I come?
No, I told him I want to play one-on-one after they won the championship.
Can I come?
Of course.
I'm not kidding.
Marty, you can come anywhere. I fuck with you, dog.
No, I know,
Know
but
my vibes.
that's a dream right there. I would die to watch that.
I've been there one time.
I've been on campus. I've never been to like this. I've never been. I went to school there.
Other than when you, I was gonna say, other than you,
I
when
do
you
have a
got your
degree from
yeah.
Duke.
But other than that, no, I ain't never been to that motherfucker. I'll take it easy, boys.
See you, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
The absolute best, Pat Bev. I want that whole conversation clip. This guy is unbelievable. Seriously, he's an unbelievable
He is
guy.
great.
I can listen like that man's fucking locking up LeBron James. That's crazy.
94 feet.
bro. Crazy.
Also a fan of the Magic now.
That was funny. That was very funny. He was like, "You got all those guys."
Incredible moment.
When he said Petrovic still alive, he said,
Yeah. we're
saving lives. We're saving lives out here.
All right. That's
Pat Bev's the best, right?
yeah.
he's
He's
the man.
seriously the best, man. We'll tweet out our picks. We got to go. Me and Clemmer did our picks. If you want to say any of your picks quick.
Yeah, I'll say I tweeted them all out already. Some have already. What we got? I don't even know. Some of them started already. Rangers in the over, Pirates in the under, Royals, Blue Jays, Cubs in the over, Tigers, Astros, Phillies, Phillies run line, and Red Sox money line.
Love it. That's the show. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.